imagine when you see in your question paper that there is an answer on microscopic structure of stomach. So you will think twice before attempting that answer, even though you know the histology very nicely. It is because many students feel that the diagrams of GIT are very lengthy or they will be very time consuming. So let us see in this video how you can draw these diagrams fast. At the same time, they will be representative of whatever you want to show in your answer or in that slide. Let us begin.
In this video, we will see the histology of oral cavity and the salivary glands. So the slide of lip looks like this. On one side you will see the mucosa and the other side it will be covered by the skin, which shows some hair follicles like this. There will be some glands and the central core is made up of skeletal muscle, which is the orbicularis oris muscle. Now, under the microscope, be very careful to rotate the to see the slide like this and from all the sides. So, on one side here this is the mucosa and this is the skin with the hair follicles. In the center you can see the skeletal muscles. These are all hair follicles. So, this is how you identify the slide. Let us see how to draw the diagram of lip for your theory answer or for your practical. So, we have to make the stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium on one side, which will be the mucosa, whereas on the other side there will be the epithelium with the hair follicles. So, here these are the hair follicles, you can draw it like this. And on this side there will be the mucosa. So, this is the thin skin that we are going to show. So, if you are going to make the stratified squamous epithelium, on one side and on other side the skin with hair follicles with these are the skin adnexae, that is the sebaceous and some of the sweat glands. This is thin skin, and on this side we are going to show some glands, that is mucous glands, which are called labial glands, and then there is connective tissue here, and in the center we will show cut sections of skeletal muscle. There will be some long fibers and some which are transversely cut. So, this is how you will make the skeletal muscle. And now, so if you know how to draw, you can finish off drawing everything that is to be made with the eosin or the pink pencil initially, and then you can just start with the blue pencil and start making the nuclei, which will save time. So, every time to change the pencils it becomes difficult. So, this is how you will complete the epithelium. Draw the nuclei everywhere. Also, the nuclei in the glands, some blood vessels, the nuclei of the skeletal muscle fibers. So these nuclei will be complete. Then because these are mucus secreting glands, they will look empty, so no need to fill them. They are mucus secreting labial glands. So like this, if you make the, now here this is dark colored, that is the keratin. You can continue it over the surface also, thin layer of keratin. And the central core is the hair follicle, that is seen. So this will complete your diagram. This is how it looks, and then you can label it. So the first arrow here is this one is red margin, the junction. This is the skin, this is the mucosa. These are labial glands, this is skeletal muscle. So, and these are the hair follicles. So like this you can label and finish this diagram within 2-3 minutes. Now next slide of oral cavity is the tongue. This is how the slide looks, and these are the different types of papillae that are seen. So when you see such a slide, you have to move the slide in all directions. Try to identify the papillae that are seen. So these are pointed ones, these are the filiform papillae, and then we have the fungiform papillae, and we have circumvallate. So here this slide is showing the circumvallate papillae. So we can see, move the slide and see. So at places you can see the filiform pointed ones, at places you can see these, that is circumvallate papillae, and on the sides of these there are taste buds. So this is easy to identify. Then there are some glands, and below that there is skeletal muscle. Now how to make this diagram? So for the diagram of tongue, it will be better if you show all the papillae in the same diagram. No need to draw 2-3, because the same things you will have to repeat. So this will be the filiform pointed ones, this will be fungiform, filiform, and this will be the circumvallate papilla. Now when you are making filiform papillae, you know that they are abundant and they are covered with keratin. So only on these filiform there is keratinized epithelium. So show some flecks of keratin on top of it, and here you will not show any taste buds. Then we will make the epithelium. So I will just show the highlights of this. So this you can draw it like this: epithelium, waved margin, which is showing the basement membrane of the epithelium. This will be stratified squamous, on filiform keratinized, on others non-keratinized epithelium. Then you can just, so this epithelium will be ready. Then you can make the nuclei. So I will just run it forward, because it is the same thing that you have to make all those dots to show the nuclei. So this will complete your epithelium. Now what you can do is, you can leave these spaces colorless. Can you see here? I am making it with the gray colored, or you can just rub off this, or you can leave gaps. So it becomes little difficult to leave gap when you are drawing it fast. Then you can just rub it off. Otherwise initially only you make this gaps over here like this for the taste buds. Now remember, when you are showing like this fungiform papilla, the taste buds are on the surface, when you are showing the circumvallate papilla, the taste buds are by the sides. Here this is the trench, and so by the side you will show the taste buds. Now to highlight these taste buds, so you can just show their outline. So like this for all you can do, and then show their nuclei. So there are elongated cells which form these taste buds, and then in that you can show elongated nuclei. So it stands out, right? So this becomes your, so everywhere the same thing you have to draw. This is complete. Now we are making the core of these papillae. See, the core is made up of some connective tissue, some blood vessels. So when you use the same pencil and complete whatever you want to do with that pencil, no, it becomes easy. Now there are blood vessels. Tongue has rich blood supply, so show blood vessels. Now in the just below here you will see some glands. Okay, seromucous glands are there. So you can show these glands, a cluster of them. So this is how you make the serous acini. So pyramidal cells, the lining is made up of pyramidal cells, and there is a small lumen. So when you make these cells like this, in the center you can see a small lumen, and then show the nuclei. So these are the serous glands which are present deep to the mucosa. So in each cell we will show the nuclei. So these are the glands. Like this you will make the glands. Now after this, important thing is to show the muscle, skeletal muscle. So there are different names to these muscles, you know them, genioglossus, hyoglossus. So these muscles are forming the bulk of the tongue, and they are in different directions. So there is superior longitudinal, inferior, transversus. So they will not be in same direction, they will be haphazardly present. Some cut sections you need to show. So like this you will make this, all these are the muscles, and here I am making some empty, that is acini. These are mucous acini. So seromucous glands and skeletal muscle, and then you we will show the nuclei. So these skeletal muscle are showing nuclei at the periphery. Some of these cut sections also showing nuclei. So this will complete the diagram of the tongue, and then you can label it, some connective tissue in between, and important is blood vessels. Now how to show that these are blood vessels? You can make with a red colored pencil, you can make RBCs in them. So here also I have made some red dots inside, so they look like blood vessels. Okay.